Hi, we're going to do a video about putting a document into Docusign and then getting signatures. So first of all, we'll start by going on New. So this is the home page. Once you've logged in with a username and password, you can click on New. You will use Send an Envelope. So this is where you upload your files. So there's two ways of doing that. You can either hit Upload and find the file wherever it might be on your filing system, or sometimes an easy way, because you've been working on the file anyway, is to just find it and then drag and drop. And you can drag and drop multiple files at one time. You don't have to do it one at a time. If you've got the buyer's rep, the agreement of purchase and sale, you've got the fin track, etc., you can drag and drop all of that in at one time. I'm just going to do this one for now to show you how it works. So you want to add your clients. Use this most recent deal I've done as an example. So I'm going to put one of the sellers. The other seller, and then every time I do this, I always add myself in as well. So because I want to get a copy of the agreement. So I don't necessarily need to sign every time. So if I don't need to sign, you can just put CC receives a copy. But for this example, I'm going to sign because I'm going to show you how to do a sign back on here. So I'm actually physically going to edit it. So once you've done that, you've added your people and yourself and the agreement. If you want to, in the email that's going to go to the clients, if you want to put a specific message, you can enter that in down here. So you can do a different email to each recipient if you click this, or you can just do one message to everyone. Once you've done that, then you'll hit next. So this is where you get onto the contract. So if you were just doing an agreement of purchase and sale and you were doing an offer, for example, you would just have your client's initial here. So you'd add one of the buyers, you'd add the other buyer like so, and then you'd go through the entire offer and you'd do that as if you were representing the buyer. This is actually a listing, and this has been back and forth. And I'm going to show you how you would edit this if you were doing a sign back. So I can leave those initials there, but say you weren't happy with the price, you didn't want it to be $8.99, you were going to send it back. I've crossed it out using PDF Expert, but you don't have to do. You can do it directly on here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, you would select your name up here in the top left. I'm Mark Jones, so I'm picking my name. And then you could use a text box, and you can drag the text box over whatever you want to change. So if you want to change the price, drag the text box over the price. And then I sometimes use X's, I sometimes use dashes, underscores, whatever you want, and place it correctly. So that's crossing out the price. Then you can use another text box and put the new price in. So say you wanted to go back at $8.70, for example. So there you go. And you can add the text box. Obviously, you'd have to do the same here. Just do underscores if you like. You can extend the box by however much you need to, and you can add some more. That's how you can cross out. And then obviously you'd do a new text box and you'd add 800, and then you could put 70. You'd probably put 1,000 as well. Extend the text box. So that is how you would do that. And obviously you'd also then add initials next to any changes you've made, the same as you would if you were doing it on paper. Make sure you add both clients in there. And then you would go and do the entire document. You do each page. I'm not going to do each page and drag it out. Once you've done one page, they're all the same. You know where you have to mark them up at this point. One other thing I will mention though is if, for example, sometimes you've missed a part on here, you've forgotten to do it. You don't have to go back into web forms and fix it. You can always just fix it with the text thing I just showed you. For example, if you need to check one of these boxes down here, you can always select your own name Then you can add a checkbox if you're countering the offer, for example, and then you can pick whether the box starts off checked or is unchecked. That way you don't have to go back and fix things. Again, it works for this. If you wanted to check one of these boxes, it's very easy to just grab a checkbox, check it, and then you're done. So once you've filled that out and you've put all the signatures and initials and dates, that you can just hit send. So generally the things you use most on this would be your signature, your initial, the date sign. So for example, if you're doing the confirmation of, if you're doing the signatures down here, you would add a signature, you would add a date signed, then it will automatically put the date in whenever they actually acknowledge it and whenever they do their email. And that would be it. I don't think there's anything else to go over on this. You hit send. I'm not going to hit send because I've actually used my client's email addresses and I'm not actually sending this file now, but you would hit send and it would just go on its way. And that would be it. Thank you for watching.